What if I told you that the fastest way to reverse insulin resistance in 2026 is not a magic supplement, not a 7-day detox, and not starving yourself? It is something much more powerful. It is a system that tells your body one simple message again and again. Use sugar properly. Stop storing everything as fat. Start becoming sensitive to insulin again. And the scary part is this. Most people with insulin resistance do not even know they have it until their body has been struggling for years. They feel tired after eating. They crave sugar at night. Their belly fat keeps growing even when they try to eat less. They feel sleepy after lunch. Their blood sugar may look normal for a while, but inside their body is working harder and harder just to keep it that way. That is insulin resistance, and in this video, I'm going to explain the fastest realistic way to reverse it in 2026, safely, naturally, and without falling for fake health trends. Before we start, this video is for education only. It is not medical advice. If you have diabetes, take medication, are pregnant, or have any medical condition, always speak with your doctor before changing your diet, exercise, or medication routine. Now let's begin. Insulin resistance starts when your cells stop responding properly to insulin. Insulin is the hormone that helps move sugar from your blood into your cells for energy. But when your cells become resistant, sugar stays in the blood longer, so your pancreas has to release more insulin. At first, your body can manage it. But over time, this high insulin state can lead to weight gain, cravings, inflammation, prediabetes, and eventually type 2 diabetes. That is why reversing insulin resistance is not just about lowering sugar. It is about making your body listen to insulin again. And the fastest way to do that is not one habit. It is the combination of 4 habits working together. Movement, food timing and food quality, fat loss, especially around the belly, sleep and stress control. When these 4 things happen together, your body changes much faster than when you only try one thing. Let's start with the first and fastest lever: movement. Exercise is one of the quickest ways to improve insulin sensitivity. Why? Because your muscles are like a storage tank for glucose. When you move, your muscles use sugar for energy. Even a simple walk after meals can help your body handle glucose better. You do not need to become a gym athlete. You do not need extreme workouts. You need consistency. One of the best routines is simple. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes after your biggest meals, especially after lunch and dinner. This small habit can make a big difference because it sends glucose into your muscles instead of letting it stay in your blood. Think of it like this. If you eat a meal and then sit for 3 hours, your body has to manage that glucose while you are inactive. But if you eat and then walk, your muscles start acting like a sponge. They pull glucose out of the blood and use it. That is why post-meal walking is one of the fastest practical habits for insulin resistance. But walking is only the first layer. The second layer is strength training. This is where many people make a mistake. They focus only on cardio. But muscle is one of the most powerful tools for blood sugar control. The more healthy muscle you build, the more glucose your body can store and use. You do not need a gym if you cannot go. You can start with body weight exercises. Squats, wall push-ups, lunges, resistance bands, light dumbbells. 2 to 3 sessions per week is a strong beginning. The goal is not to look like a bodybuilder. The goal is to build metabolically active tissue. Muscle helps your body become more insulin sensitive. So if you want the fastest realistic path, combine daily walking with strength training. Now let's move to the second major lever: food. This is where people get confused. Some say remove all carbs, some say eat only meat, some say fast for 20 hours, some say drink special teas, but the real answer is more balanced. You do not need to fear food. You need to control the quality, quantity, and timing of food. The first rule is this: stop drinking sugar. This includes soda, sweet tea, energy drinks, sugary coffee, packaged juices, and regular soft drinks. Liquid sugar enters your body fast. It does not make you full for long, and it can make insulin resistance worse. If someone wants the fastest improvement, removing liquid sugar is one of the first steps. Replace it with water, sparkling water, unsweetened tea, or black coffee if it suits you. The second rule is build every meal around protein, fiber, and healthy fats. A plate that supports insulin sensitivity should look simple. Half the plate, non-starchy vegetables. 1/4 protein. 1/4 smart carbohydrates if needed. Add a small amount of healthy fat. Examples of protein include eggs, chicken, fish, Greek yogurt, lentils, beans, tofu, cottage cheese, or lean meat. Examples of fiber-rich foods include vegetables, beans, lentils, berries, oats, chia seeds, whole grains, and salads. When protein and fiber are present, glucose enters the blood more slowly. You feel full longer, cravings become weaker, and you naturally eat fewer calories without feeling like you are starving. The third rule is reduce ultra-processed foods. This means foods that are easy to overeat and hard to stop. Chips, cookies, fast food, sugary cereals, pastries, packaged snacks, processed desserts. These foods are often high in refined carbs, unhealthy fats, salt, and calories. They can keep you hungry and make fat loss harder. And fat loss is a big part of reversing insulin resistance, which brings us to the third lever, losing excess fat, especially belly fat. You do not have to become extremely lean. You do not have to chase a perfect body. Even modest weight loss can improve insulin sensitivity. The important thing is consistency. If someone is overweight, losing even a small percentage of body weight can reduce pressure on the body and improve how insulin works. But here is the key: do not crash diet. Crash dieting usually fails. People lose weight fast, then regain it. Then they blame themselves. But the problem was not willpower. The problem was the method. A better approach is to create a small calorie deficit using better food choices, movement, and meal structure. Start with simple changes. Eat protein at breakfast. Stop drinking calories. Walk after meals. Fill half your plate with vegetables. Reduce late night snacking. Strength train 2 to 3 times per week. Sleep better. These habits create fat loss without extreme suffering. And when fat loss happens, especially around the abdomen, insulin resistance often improves. Now let's talk about food timing. In 2026, many people are interested in intermittent fasting. Can fasting help insulin resistance? For some people, yes, but it is not magic. The benefit often comes from eating fewer calories, reducing late night eating, and giving the body more time without constant snacking. A simple beginner-friendly method is a 12-hour overnight fast. For example, finish dinner at 8 p.m. and eat breakfast at 8 a.m. That is not extreme. That is realistic. If that feels easy, some people move to 14 hours overnight. But longer fasting is not for everyone. If you take diabetes medication, insulin, have eating disorder history, are pregnant, underweight, or have medical conditions, fasting should only be done with medical guidance. The goal is not to punish your body. The goal is to stop constant eating and give your metabolism a clear rhythm. Now, here is a habit most people ignore. Sleep. Poor sleep can make cravings stronger. It can increase hunger. It can make you tired, so you move less. And it can make blood sugar harder to control. If you sleep only 5 hours and then try to fight cravings all day, you are making the battle harder. Aim for consistent sleep. Keep a fixed bedtime. Avoid screens close to bed. Avoid heavy late meals. Keep the room dark and cool, and try to wake up at the same time each day. Sleep is not laziness. Sleep is metabolic repair. Now let's talk about stress. Chronic stress can make insulin resistance harder to reverse. When you are stressed, your body releases stress hormones. These hormones can raise blood sugar and increase cravings. That is why many people eat well all day, then lose control at night. They are not just hungry, they are exhausted and stressed. You need stress control that is simple. A 10-minute walk, deep breathing, prayer or meditation, journaling, stretching, time away from the phone, talking to someone, reducing caffeine late in the day. You do not need a perfect peaceful life. You need small daily signals that tell your body, I am safe. Now let's build the fastest practical plan. This is a simple 30-day insulin sensitivity plan. Day 1, remove liquid sugar, no soda, no sugary tea, no sweet coffee drinks, no packaged juice. Replace them with water or unsweetened drinks. Day 2, walk for 10 minutes after dinner. Not a hard workout, just walk. Day 3, add protein to breakfast. Eggs, yogurt, lentils, cottage cheese, chicken, tofu, or another protein source. Day 4, make half your lunch plate vegetables or salad. Day 5, do your first strength session. Simple squats, wall push-ups, and light resistance exercises. Day 6, stop eating 2 to 3 hours before sleep. Day 7, check your progress. How is your energy? How are your cravings? How is your sleep? How do your clothes feel? Now repeat and improve. By week 2, walk after 2 meals per day. By week 3, strength train 2 to 3 times per week. By week 4, focus on food portions and sleep consistency. This is not a quick hack. It is a fast system because it attacks insulin resistance from multiple sides. Movement pulls glucose into muscle. Protein and fiber reduce glucose spikes. Fat loss improves insulin sensitivity. Sleep balances hunger and energy. Stress control lowers emotional eating. Together, these habits work. Now let's talk about what not to do. Do not buy every supplement that promises to reverse insulin resistance. Some supplements may help certain people, but they are not the foundation. Do not follow extreme diets that you cannot maintain. Do not stop medication without a doctor. Do not check your blood sugar once and panic. Do not compare your journey with someone else. And do not expect perfection. You will have imperfect meals. You will miss workouts. You will have stressful days. That does not mean you failed. It means you are human. The goal is to return to the plan quickly. Now let's answer the big question. How fast can insulin resistance improve? Some improvements can begin quickly when you start moving and eating better, but real reversal takes time. It depends on your weight, activity level, sleep, genetics, age, medical history, medications, and consistency. Some people see better energy in days, some see better blood sugar patterns in weeks. Bigger changes may take months, but every healthy choice is a signal. Every walk is a signal. Every high-protein meal is a signal. Every night of good sleep is a signal. Every pound of fat lost safely is a signal. Your body listens to repeated signals. That is how insulin resistance changes. Now, here is the most important part of this video. The fastest way is not the harshest way. The fastest way is the most repeatable way, because insulin resistance does not reverse from one perfect day. It reverses from hundreds of better decisions repeated over time. So here is your simple daily checklist. Walk after meals. Eat protein and fiber first. Avoid liquid sugar. Strength train 2 to 3 times per week. Sleep 7 to 9 hours if possible. Reduce late night snacking. Manage stress daily. Track progress with your doctor. If you do these things consistently, you are not just trying to lower blood sugar, you are rebuilding your metabolism. You are teaching your muscles to use glucose. You are lowering pressure on your pancreas. You are reducing belly fat. You are improving energy. You are taking control before the problem becomes bigger. And that is the real message. Insulin resistance is common, but it is not hopeless. Your body can change. Your cells can become more sensitive again. Your energy can come back. Your cravings can calm down. Your health can move in the right direction. But it starts with action, not extreme action, consistent action. So today, do not try to change your whole life. Start with one thing. After your next meal, walk for 10 minutes. That one walk may look small, but it tells your body something powerful. We are changing now. And if you repeat that message every day, your body will start to believe it. That is the fastest realistic way to reverse insulin resistance in 2026.